Hey, how you guys doing? So we're gonna go over the rankings for the girls before season 2. Why am I doing this after the first and second episode has already released and we rated the first episode results? It's because someone forgot. Yeah, good job me. So that's what we're gonna go over. So let's go over the results. So here we have in third place goes to you, 12th place goes to Ranju, 11 goes to Mia, 10 goes to Karin, 9 goes to I, 8 goes to Ayumu, 7th place goes to Emma, 6th place goes to Katsumi, 5th place goes to Shiriko, 4th place goes to Shizuku, 3rd place goes to Setsuna, 2nd place goes to Irina, and 1st place goes to Kanata. So keep in mind, these results were before the start of the anime, even though this video is definitely a little after that. So here are the full results, and you can kind of get an idea of how people felt about these girls before the anime has started. You know, you just not popular in 13th place. That's kind of expected because I don't know, she isn't really an idol, and that's not really anything new, and it might change a little bit in the anime, but not a whole lot. But definitely something more important to look at is, well, the rebirth girls. That would be Shiriko, Mia, and Nanchu. These girls were new to season 2, and before season 2 happened, especially Nanju and Mia, there was not a lot of love for these girls because many people weren't too familiar with them, and not everyone played the All-Star game, and or they did play the game, and wow, they do not like them. And that's what is reflected here. And we already gone through the first episode results, and people have jumped on the Nanju hype train. So it was a quick turnaround, but you know, before the anime, some people really liked her, and there was a lot of people who did not like her for what she did. As now it looks like they're kind of trying to backtrack in the story and changing a little bit, since people like her a bit more. But back then, yeah, it was not great. And then Mia, who did a little better just because she received a little less hate, but you know, she wasn't very remarkable in a lot of people's eyes, and that's what you see reflected here before the anime. As these two got 11 and 12. Shiriko has been in the All-Star story for a while, so people have gotten familiar with her already. So her getting 5th place is actually pretty great, honestly, and people like her a lot. So that's what's happened to the rebirth girls. Also notably, the girls who betrayed and enjoyed the association, that will be I and Karin, obviously have been absolutely destroyed in the rankings, and that's still been true to before the anime, and that's what you can see here, them being in 9th to 10th place. They have not been doing so great. But notably interesting is that Ayumu's fallen back pretty hard, and I don't, maybe Yandere Ayumu kind of had an effect on that. Emma, 7th place. I know that's not amazing to a lot of people's eyes, but that's actually pretty good for Emma, so I was kind of surprised to see her get 7th, and then when the anime started, she got absolutely destroyed. Katsumi 6th. Okay, I think that's fair. Shizuku 4th seems a little high. I like Shizuku, but a lot of people don't. But Setsuna getting 3rd, Rina getting 2nd, that's very much the norm. And Kanata getting 1st, which I love to see that. But Kanata usually doesn't get 1st. She usually sits a little bit more behind. But she has received a lot of love. And as you can see in yellow, she is 1st in a lot of categories. But that is basically the idea of what we had for these girls before the anime. You know, you not very popular because there isn't a really great reason to really love her, and Nanju, just a lot of hate. Mia, not very remarkable, very underwhelming, not a lot known or there to really evaluate her, therefore she kind of falls on the wayside. And then kind of the girls who betrayed and joined the All-Star story also have been absolutely obliterated, although debatably they weren't exactly very popular before that happened too, but that kind of solidified that and made them get absolutely destroyed in the rankings. But that's more or less the idea of these results, and of course you can take a look at all these results to see where the girls got the amount of votes for each placing, as well as the categories for like who was the favorite for males and females. For example, Setsunuki, loved by males, females not as much, and Kanata was greatly appreciated by females here. Kanata also appealed to the older audience, so I figured that would be interesting to show as well. And for another section, I was gonna we had the subunits, and it looks like subunits are gonna be things. So after the second episode, I guess I'll open up this again because now that's actually a part of the anime. But you won't see the next episode. But let's take a look at what people and how they feel about these subunits. Keep in mind, at this time, Rebirth has only had one song, and that was Monster Girls. So I don't know if it's fair to really rank them a whole lot yet, but nevertheless, I asked what people thought. So the favorite by a good amount is Quartz. They are kind of the favorite in almost every single category. They appeal to a lot of people, and they got the most amount of first place votes. And it's hard to deny that Quartz has been excellent so far. They've only released good songs, which I can't quite say that for necessarily every other subunit, unfortunately. But one notable thing about Quartz that I personally agree with is that they released my favorite subunit song out of all these groups so far, and that's me. My personal pick is Twinkle Town. I know that's definitely not shared by a lot of people, but that is part of the reason why I do really, really appreciate Quartz. And they definitely done a lot of harmonizing, and we're gonna see more about Quartz apparently in the next episode. So definitely looking forward to seeing that. In second place, we got Rebirth. So again, this is Mia, Nanju, and Shioriko, and they actually got second place. And Monster Girls is definitely great, and seeing these girls having kind of an interesting combination is definitely great. And I think they have a lot of potential, but it's still not entirely sure what their style is going to be going forward. Usually the first single is kind of there to try to give an idea of it, but there's an extreme lack of songs, and that's, for me personally, I can't rate them high just because of the fact that there isn't enough there. But I do see a lot of potential in Rebirth. Then third place actually went to Azuna. A little surprised by that. And then fourth place is actually Diver Diva. I'm honestly kind of shocked to see that. I thought Azuna would be fourth, and it's just Azuna fails to impress a lot of people. And certain times, I still think they have decent songs though. But dang, Diver Diva in fourth. Not gonna lie, a little surprised by that. But anyways, if you want to see the demographics of all the voters, here they are. And of course, a big shout out to all the people who participate in this poll to make this poll possible. I will make more polls like this in the future. Make sure you go and check out the community tab or in the videos where I'll post a link in the description for all future polls. And of course, big shout out to all you guys, and shout out to the YouTube members like Coolmax for supporting the channel. Thank you so much. But beyond that, I have a bunch of comments that people have put for this poll, so you can see how some people have voted and why they voted a certain way. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I know it's kind of a little too late to ask this, my bad, but what were your opinions before going into anime? What were your biggest worries? And going into anime, especially if you see a lot of girls that you feel like deserve more appreciation, what should they do to really help these girls get better? And of course, we only a few episodes in, so you could still have some kind of predictions or hopes for these girls. And what do you think, or what do you think they should do to help these girls out, especially the girls who are struggling in the rankings in the more current polls? But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. I hope to catch you guys in another video soon.